Hello and welcome to Justeventonline News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Tinubu promises higher allocations to healthcare, education. Representatives seek improved Nigeria-France relations. Food security. Federal government to reposition income to improve agricultural mechanization. NAPES Kwara Poly Chapter inaugurates new excos. Power government plans PPP for port scanner installations. Power installations vandals will be crushed. Federal government vows. Economists seek investment in infrastructure, peg Nigeria's growth at 3.4%. Federal government issues 13 new power generation distribution licenses. NDLEA, Niger government partner on sustainable alternative drugs control. And on sport, NFF clarifies controversy over Sadiq Umar injury. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has promised to reinvest savings from the now discontinued petrol subsidy to raise budgetary allocations in the healthcare and education sectors. He said increased attention to these critical sectors would improve enablement for industrialization and investment in line with his vision to create an economically stable and prosperous country. The House of Representatives has called for improvement in the existing military and diplomatic relationship between Nigeria and France. This is to enhance the fight against terrorism, oil theft, and legislative diplomacy through the parliamentary relationship between the two countries. The chairman, House Committee on Defense, Babachimi Benson, stated this when he received a delegation from the French Parliament on behalf of the Speaker, Abbas Tajuddin. The federal government has said it is set to pose to reposition the National Center for Agricultural Mechanization income to improve the agriculture sector in order to attain food security. The Minister of State for Agriculture, Senator Aliyu Abdullahi, made the pledge on Monday while on working visit to the center in Ilorin. Justeventonline reports that Senator Abdullahi said mechanization is a key to succeed in President Bola Tinubu's food security agenda. Added that income has the mandate for certification and mechanization for machinery, equipment, and devices. The minister, however, noted that post-harvest losses was also one of the problems farmers faced, and that efforts were already ongoing to reduce it to its barest minimum.
We have post-harvest losses even up to 60% in some commodities. It's a band from maybe 10%, 15%, depending on the commodities you are dealing with. What we are looking at is what can you do to reduce those post-harvest losses. And I think based on our earlier engagement and some of the suggestions we have made, I'm pleased to really see that income is taking some of these issues on board in their innovation that we are seeing here. For example, onion, which they've just shown me a simple technology and that they're doing certain things to also see what they can do. The National Association of Onion Producers and Marketers visited me sometimes last year, and they showed the fact that at period of abundance, they are not able to really preserve. So that explains the charge. And I think both income and NISPRI, the Stock Product Research Institute, all have a role to play here. And I think we are going to do all we can to encourage them to serve because we want to bring in what they call demand-driven innovation and technology. The moment it is demand-driven, the users will be waiting for it. Okay, we want to reduce waste. Anything that should be designed or produced should be things that farmers are waiting for, and that it can add value to what farmers are doing. Reduce this waste, and you can see if you reduce post-harvest losses, even if it's by 20%, that is massive. Because in terms of yield development.
Earlier in his remarks, NCAM Executive Director, Engineer Abdul Ghaffar Kamar, requested for the strengthening of the center by providing equipment, testing facilities, and modern machine tools. He also called for the establishment of outstations in the agroecological zones of the country to serve as outreach centers. The National Association of Polytechnic Engineering Students, NAPES Kwara Poly Chapter, has inaugurated new executive members that will see to the affairs of the institute. The new elected president, Sani Abdurrahman Olasukami, while speaking, promised quality leadership of the institution. On behalf of the institute, he promised to always work towards the prosperity of NAPES. He appreciated the students for the trust over him to lead the institute, urging them to face the studies and make the institution proud.
I assure you all, my fellow students, that our needs will be met as a team. We will work in hand and make sacrifices to ensure that we lead the institute to the greater honor.
His contributions, the Speaker, Right Honorable Oluwatobi Samuel, commended the school management and the security sector for the free, peaceful, fair, and credible conduct of the election. He assured the students that all the needs will be met, assuring that they work harmoniously to lead the institute to a greater height.
I would like to pass this to all students, populace, freshers, and stellites, inclusive to the avowed courtesan, improper dressing, examination malpractice, raping, and all form of unethical activities.
Director of the Institute of Technology, Engineer Mrs. Bayeri, advised students to shun courtesans and examination malpractices. She therefore congratulates the newly executive members, charged them on the responsibility and to be responsive while discharging their duties.
No evil news, not even any bad occurrences from IOT. They saw that we have been well behaved. I told them my students are well behaved and they have seen it, and we will still continue to see good development, good programs that will make IOT who we are. You know, we are the heart of this polytechnic. I just tell you, we are the heart.
Of the greatest IoT!
The Fed government said it is considering the public-private partnership option to oversee the installation and maintenance of scanning technology at the nation's port. This was disclosed in a statement on Monday after the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, and his transportation counterpart, Said Al-Khali, met with the Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Adewale Adeniyi, in Abuja. The Minister of Power, Bayo Adelabu, as on Monday said President Bola Tinubu had given a directive for the arrest of those sabotaging the country's power supply, including vendors of power facilities across the country. The minister made the disclosure in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, while inspecting the 46-year-old Ayede sub-regional station in Ibadan as part of his working visit. Economists and financial experts have projected that Nigeria's economy will grow at 3.47% if the government focuses on investing in infrastructure that supports manufacturing, export, and small and medium-scale enterprises. They also expect the government to provide tax incentives for businesses, improve their markets, push for lower interest rates, and patronize local businesses. The federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has issued 13 new licenses for generation of off-grid and embedded power, independent electricity distribution, as well as for the trading of electricity. He said the new licenses were issued in the third quarter of 2023 as a cumulative quantum of electricity to be generated by the licenses was 40.9 megawatts. The chairman of the Minister of Power, Bayo Adelabu, as on Monday said President Bola Tinubu had given a directive for the arrest of those sabotaging the country's power supply, including vendors of power facilities across the country. The minister made the disclosure in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, while inspecting the 46-year-old Ayede sub-regional station in Ibadan as part of his working visit. Economists and financial experts have projected that Nigeria's economy will grow at 3.47% if the government focuses on investing in infrastructure that supports manufacturing, export, and small and medium-scale enterprises. They also expect the government to provide tax incentives for businesses, improve their markets, push for lower interest rates, and patronize local businesses. The federal government, through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, has issued 13 new licenses for generation of off-grid and embedded power, independent electricity distribution, as well as for the trading of electricity. He said the new licenses were issued in the third quarter of 2023 as a cumulative quantum of electricity to be generated by the licenses was 40.9 megawatts. The chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, has reiterated the determination of his administration to leverage on the agricultural reform programs of Governor Mohammed Umar Bago in Niger State, and to partner with the state government to facilitate sustainable alternative livelihoods to the youth and women groups in that state. The partnership programs, according to him, will specifically focus on the deviant youth groups, including those in the custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. The last on the news is sport. Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has shed more light on the controversy surrounding the injury to Real Sociedad striker Sadiq Umar. The NFF Communications Department, in a statement on Tuesday, said its medical team approached Umar's case with every sense of professionalism. We have come to the end of the news at 9. Here's the recap of that story. Tinubu promises allocation to healthcare, education. Representative seek improve Nigeria-France relations. For security, federal government to reposition income to improve agricultural mechanization. NAPES Kwara Poly Chapter inaugurates new excos. Government plans PPP for port scanner installations. Power installations vandals will be crushed. Federal government's vows. Economists seek investment in infrastructure, peg Nigeria's growth at 3.47%. Federal government issues 13 new power generation distribution licenses. NDLEA, Niger government, partner on sustainable alternative drugs control and on sport. NFF clarifies controversy over Sadiq Umar injury. Thank you for watching Justeventonline News. Always place a high value on yourself and respect the people around you. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with the tab at Justeventonline. You can also send us an email at justeventonline@gmail.com. I'm Anifat Ismail. Good night.